Hey guys, Brandon Lyons USA here, and today's video is going to be a comparison between the Springfield Armory TRP new for 2024 and the Springfield Armory Operator from 2022. That's when this came out, I believe. Comparing these two guns, you guys, this is interesting. There's about a $800 price difference MSRP wise. The new 2024 TRP comes in at $2,000 MSRP, and the Operator in stock configuration runs about $1,200 almost MSRP. For that $800, what do you get with the new TRP over the Operator? Let's compare the differences, covering the new 2024 TRP first. First of all, it comes with 3 Mech-Gar 8-round magazines versus the Operator coming with 2. They are the same magazine, blued 8-round Mech-Gars. Some of the differences. Comes with a 2-piece magwell, pretty well blended, not bad for a production gun. Looks good. Also, it has 20 lines per inch front strap checkering. Really sharp, really bites into the damn hand. Also, it does have a checkered mainspring as well. Again, looking about 20 lines per inch, maybe 25. You have a full set of tritium sights. That is something that the Operator does not have. Just has a tritium front sight on the Operator. And it is a ledge style rear sight. Easy to rack it off something if you need to. Also, the TRP does have a fully serrated top strap to cut down on glare. Looks really good. Very fancy. Another difference between this TRP and the TRPs before it, I believe, the TRPs are now being hand selected as to slide and frame when they're starting the process. So that's why if you look at the back here on this pistol, that slide to frame fitment is immaculate. Perfectly blended. Even look at that extractor there on the right. Perfectly blended to the slide itself. Versus if you look at this Operator here, sticking out a little bit, not blended as well, because it's just, you know, thrown together here. It's a production gun. This is still a production gun, but a little bit hand tuning here, obviously, and hand blending and hand selection going on with the new TRP. Pretty impressive. Now, what are the two things actually real fast that I do not like about this? I do not like the polymer coated trigger. I don't know why they couldn't go with a metal trigger in all of the new TRPs, but some of the TRPs do come with a polymer coated trigger, so it's just not my preference. I like a standard metal trigger if I can get away with it over the polymer coated stuff. They went to this on the Ronins and also the standard mil spec and parkerized, and on 4 of the Springfield TRP models out of the new 6 that they just came out with. The other thing that I'm not a fan of, and this is something that Springfield has been running in the TRP for the longest time, I believe the whole time in the standard TRPs anyway, and that's the full-length guide rod. It's a 2-piece full-length guide rod, and I just don't prefer it over the standard traditional GI. And you can see I upgraded this Operator to the Wilson Combat thick flange, bulletproof bushing guide rod and end cap. So this is a Wilsonized Springfield Operator. So I've covered the main features here on the new 2024 TRP. Now let's talk about the Operator. Mainspring housing is stock. It's that woven style texture pattern from Springfield Armory. As you can see, there is nothing here on the front strap of the Operator. Well, the Springfield Armory 1911s have an ambidextrous thumb safety. Both of them feel fantastic. TRP one actually feels a little bit more positive. That detent. Anyway, I'm sure you guys can notice that just from hearing it. Wilson Combat, bulletproof guide rod, end cap and bushing. That's the thick flange profile right there. Also, I'm running a Wilson Combat bulletproof extended blued magazine release. And these are the LOK Grips Gridlock aluminum 1911 grip panels. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see, the palm swell right there, so the thin profile, so they run thin profile bushings, but you got the palm swell there. These grips feel so good in hand, man. Absolutely wonderful. Gridlock aluminum grips. These are like $85. Love this setup on this TRP Operator. This is set up for home defense with the Streamlight TLR1 HL weapon mounted light on it. Of course, you could put a weapon mounted light on the TRP if you wanted to. You've got a 3-slot rail, fully forged here. Match grade stainless steel barrel, Cerakote in the same finish as the pistol. Really, absolutely beautiful setup on this new TRP. I know some of you guys are going to ask, which do I prefer and like which would I buy if I had to go buy one right now, comparing stock to stock. And again, so do you really get that $800 worth? You obviously do, you guys. I mean, if you've looked at this gun and the feature set that I've shown in this video, the front strap checkering, the hand select, slide and frame, and then it's fully blended, the mag well, the top serrations, you do get that extra $800 worth of money over the Operator here. Now, if you don't prefer the front strap checkering or some of the other features here, maybe you don't like that polymer trigger, or maybe you don't like the rail. The new 2024 standard TRP has a metal trigger, but again, it's going to have that two-piece guide rod if you don't prefer that. But just change it out to a Wilson part if you don't like that. That's what I would suggest if you have the money to go with the TRP. If you don't have the money to go with the TRP, if you want your first 1911 or maybe your second 1911 here and you want to go tactical, you want to maybe put a laser on it or a flashlight or something like that, or maybe you don't even need that. Maybe you want the little bit of extra weight here in the railgun 1911. Help keep that muzzle down when you're shooting the fire out of it. Cannot wait to shoot the fire out of the brand new 2024 TRP. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little comparison between these two pistols. Springfield Armory really did knock it out of the park again with the 2024 TRPs. Big fan. Can't wait again to shoot the fire out of this one. So until then, you guys stay safe, and remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.